Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you noticed, I'm not in my house, so I have two news for you. The first one is that I moved to my boyfriend's house, to my boyfriend's flat, and now I'm living with him and his parents. And the second one is that I decided to study at college for being a programmer. So this is a big step for me, and today I wanted to talk to you about the career guidance questions or issues. I don't know how to say it correctly in English. So yeah, and at this video I decided to put myself talking to you because at my last video I was like a back voice and I didn't like it. So that's why you can see me here. After a long year of thinking, I decided to move forward into the future written by me several years ago in a self-made craft paper notebook. This vlog turned out to be very difficult for me due to constant filming of the same moments, several changes to the text and lots of tries to speak English without Google Translator. I was very annoyed that the videos from my phone has very bad sound, unlike the recording of my voice on the iPad that you can hear right now. After I started recording sound, I realized that due to poor English, I couldn't read the text beautifully, and this became another problem on my way. Finally, I decided to delete everything I had edited and started working again. During the last 2 years, I was thinking about who I should be in this life. Does everyone have their own purpose, and do I? I always wanted to connect my life with art and English, but what is art for me? This summer I had a choice between college and university. If I chose the university, I would have to spend a year preparing for exams and only then start studying. It would be very expensive in terms of time and money. After consulting with my relatives, I decided that the best option is college. By studying in it, I would have received more practice and would have spent less time studying and obtaining a diploma. But even after careful consideration, I still don't feel like programming is what I want. I thought for a long time about whether I wanted to make paintings or maybe create beautiful websites, but I never came up with anything. And maybe it's strange for you to watch this all, but the footage that you see right now is very important to me because this is the last thing I took in my last house. I'm going to my college and I want to sleep so much. And I don't even know if you can hear me.
Это вы сильно расизмист, руку делать темнее, чем этот чел? Нет. Нормально. Это Путин. Ты уж похож. Маяковский похож. Маяковский почему сегодня? Наденем на кого-то какие-то декоры выйдет. Кого доить? Тамерлана.
We had a lot of work to do in my new house. First time I felt blue sometimes because now I live in a small room and it was strange to feel like I was in a small space all the time. I miss my cat and my parents a lot despite the fact that our relationship hasn't been working out lately. I had to study and live without money because I couldn't go to work after studying and this put a lot of pressure on me. I couldn't start editing this video for a long time because I thought that I would need to write a huge text for it and I didn't have enough strength to do it. Nevertheless, we continued to arrange our little corner.
Даже. Я видео снимаю.
Насрал. Насрал.
I always wanted to move abroad, but when I moved in a different apartment from my parents, I began to think about whether I could live so far from my family. I like living in a new place, but there was always the feeling that I was doing something wrong. Cleaning helped me to cope with these feelings. I washed everything that was in the kitchen, which made my skin hurt, but I like spending all my time in it because this activity gave me the peace of mind. As for the question of career guidance, I think I still haven't found an exact answer. I know only one factor influencing my choice, and that is my anxiety. I'm very afraid of people and their opinions of me. It may be strange to say something like this posting a video on YouTube, but while working in a bookstore, I met lots of people who behaved quite rudely, and it was difficult for me to connect with them. Since then, I have only strengthened my opinion that remote work is an ideal option. I don't know if I can wash it or not. Yeah. So finally I cleaned the oven, but you can see this marks. I can't wash them because of this thing. I don't know how to remove all this marks, all of these things. Oh my god, what's going on? So all these things are clean, and the microwave too. It's a little bit dirty again, but it's not so dirty as it was before. So yeah, I'm really glad that I did it. And hello. So because of my shaking hands, I started to use a camera stabilizer, but I don't know how to use it. So I have some problems with it. Oh my god. It moves really strange and I don't know how it works. You know the feeling when you're making your videos in English and you think that you talk really good, really well in it, and then you watch your own videos and you hear this strong accent. That is irritating. This summer I was sitting like this and thought about everything. Since then I have been left with so many questions and I haven't found an answer to any of them. I devoted a whole year to hard work in which I was poorly paid and because of which I didn't get enough sleep and was very sick. Thanks to this experience I realized that living without education is very difficult and that I need to stop fearing the clouds because nothing can be obtained without difficulties. And although this may all sound quite depressive, but it doesn't mean that it's not possible to make money from art or anything without education, but means lots of hard work. We're all different. Perhaps now it's time when you need to act, or perhaps wait and think. 6 years ago, I decided to make my own channel, but after only 2 videos, I realized that I simply had nothing to film and tell you about. So right now I'm going to edit my video and I think we had to make something like the phrase of the day, and the phrase of this day is that you're special and you had to remember that because this is really important. This phrase I heard a few days ago. And I think that, yeah, I had to remember about this. And I want to share it with you. That you had to remember that you're special. That you're beautiful. And that I love you. You had to remember about that. I love you guys. Bye.
Я фоткаю, погнали.
Егор, давай серьезно.
Да снимаю я, давай.
Ты задолбал меня просто уже.
Да давай фоткаю. Ёкала мене.
Тёма. Тема, ну покажись.
Шарлотта, ты играешь?